Just days after, leaders affiliated with the ruling BJP incited violence against Muslims in the heart of Delhi, another Muslim man was beaten, paraded through the street and forced to chant Jai Shri Ram by a mob in Uttar Pradesh. The victim is a rickshaw driver in UP's Kanpur. The man was quoted as saying that he was driving his rickshaw when a mob started abusing and assaulting him and threatening to kill him and his family. Jai Shri Ram has a long history of being used to assert the idea of a muscular Hindu Rashtra. The chant came into public conscience with the violence in Ayodhya and the destruction of Babri Masjid. In September 1990, L.K. Advani, the then BJP president, started the Ram Rath Yatra with the VHP and other Sangh cadres dressed as mythological figures, chanting Jai Shri Ram. The yatra was followed by several riots that targeted Muslim communities throughout the country. In Religious Symbols and the Political Mobilization, author K.N. Panikkar writes that from the very beginning, the yatra created tensions between the Hindus and Muslims, even in communities far removed from its root. Between the 1st of September and the 20th of November, communal riots occurred in which 564 people died. Just before the Ram Rath Yatra, the Sangh circulated posters and books that refashioned the image of Ram from a compassionate and benevolent deity into an angry god ready for battle. The new Ram was an angry god with a trishul, a sword and an axe, all poised to annihilate. After the demolition of Babri Masjid in 1992, Jai Shri Ram became a rallying call for an aggressive right-wing Hindutva nationalism. BJP did not win seats despite the use of religious and caste-based violence. They won it because they were willing to deploy it. Violence actually helped BJP win elections. In 1994 elections, BJP won just 2 seats. In the 1989 elections, 89 seats, and in 1991, 120 seats, making them the largest opposition party. Similarly, during the 2002 Gujarat riots, Jai Shri Ram was used by violent Hindu mobs. In Parvez Gasam Fasanjani's book, Pogrom in Gujarat, one of the men speaking about the carnage in Naroda Patia states the police did absolutely nothing. Some policemen actually cheered and shouted Jai Sita Ram. In days leading up to the Godhra incident, Bajrang Dal cadre on the Sabarmati Express attacked Muslims and forced them to shout Jai Shri Ram. In December that year, the BJP in Gujarat, led by Modi, the then chief minister, won its second term in a landslide victory with a campaign that fused religion and politics. 15 years later, he repeated this winning formula. At a rally in Ayodhya in May 2019, the Prime Minister led chants of Jai Shri Ram. Similarly, Tomar Naam, Amar Naam, Jai Shri Ram was widely circulated in West Bengal as a part of the election campaign. The BJP has successfully communalized Indian politics by changing the discourse on secularism and pushing an anti-secular agenda into the political, ethical, social, moral life of the nation. Hindutva project is not just authoritarian, it is fascist. It demands a nation that is not only Hindu, but also dictates that there are only one kind of a Hindu who is defined and constructed by the BJP and the Sangh affiliates. For the BJP and the Sangh, the religion was never a matter of private faith. It also embodied a nation and therefore a government, its institutions and its laws.